everybody, welcome to Krampus Airsoft. I'm your host, Krampus, of course, and I'm currently here in my apartment, and I actually have something new to talk to you about. Universal holsters. Yes, that's the name of the game anymore. Everybody wants a holster that does every gun for every situation, and unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that thing does not exist. I will get to the holsters that I have. I have 3 of them. These are my top 3 for Universal. Just because they will fit almost every gun out there. However, there are some pros and there are some cons to every holster. I just want to say that for the record. There is no such thing as the perfect universal holster yet. That doesn't mean it won't come. It just means it's not there yet. So, without further ado, let's get on with some universal holsters. Alright, so the first one I'm going to talk to you about is the Condor Universal Leg Thigh Holster, okay? It has the 2 thigh straps, it has your belt strap up top. Every part of this is Velcro, so you can adjust the size. And yeah, it will hold about 200 different types of pistols. Of course, that's without flashlights or any accessories on them. It is just a good overall standard insert, strap it up, and adjust holster. They retail anywhere between $39.99 all the way up to $69.99. Depends if you go with the multicam or the different name brand ones out there. Like there's Condor. You can get Vulcan ones. You can get ones with rubber on the back so they grip to your pants or so forth. There's a lot of them out there, but this is just your generic universal style holster. It's made out of fabric. To be honest, I have one like here. It has failed me a few times where I've been running, and just because it doesn't fit it as perfectly snug as I'd like, sometimes they will bounce out because it's soft. Sometimes you'll notice that when you're running, it will hit the mag release buttons on certain makes and models of guns, including Berettas and 1911s. That has happened in these. So there's nothing more frustrating with this holster when you're running a pistol and all of a sudden you reach for it and you don't have your magazine in there, or you don't even have the pistol in it. So use at your own risk, but it will do the job in a pinch, and it's cost effective. One down. All right. One I do enjoy is this one. This is the Warrior Assault System Universal Holster. Now, this doesn't look like much. It's very low profile. It is completely MOLLE on this side. It is full Velcro adjustability, so you can actually adjust this to fit, I'd say, about 150 styles of pistol based on their advertising. And what I have to say is I really do like it. It has a locking system because this unit locks onto the trigger guard. So this works on, so far, my SIG 226, my 1911, my Beretta, my Glock. It fits on almost every single pistol I've slapped in here. I still haven't tried my FN. I'm fully plan on doing that. But besides that, this thing has been a go-to. It's very low profile and everything. You cannot, however, run a pistol with a tack light on the bottom because it interferes with the latch system locking onto the trigger guard. So it does have that as a con. So you can't run your tack lights and all that fun accessories. You also can't run an RMR. Like, it is notched at top, but you cannot run an RMR on this because it does stop it. But besides that, I have been very, very happy with this universal holster system. And its overall performance, it's low profile, and it doesn't get in the way, and it does its job. Pretty simple, easy to go. All right, that's number 2. And now my third. So, I'm a big fan of Safariland and Blackhawk. So this is the box. This is for my Blackhawk Omnivore holster. Now, I love this holster, however, it does come with some cons, okay? So this is called a level 2 type retention. This one's designed to take a tack light. However, I'll get to that in a minute. Full rubberized on the sides, which is actually nice. It gives me a little grip on it. It takes multiple plates, different SAPI plates, different Q-lock plates, quick disconnect plates, basically anything Blackhawk makes in the adapter series, this thing will click to no problem. Besides that, it keeps your pistol well guarded. It is notched in the bottom, so as you can see right through. So even if you put a compensator on some of your pistols, like a competition, this holster will still accommodate it. Now, they do make one of these for tack lights and one without. The one that's for without tack lights, I guess here, because this is the tack light version, it takes 150 types of pistols is how they advertise it, and I believe it because Blackhawk would do a lot of testing on that. This one's supposed to hold 200 types of pistols. Now, it's right here, designed for 200 types of pistols. So far, I've only tried 5 pistols in this, and it has fit. The downside is you need to buy a specialty light for this, okay? You actually need to buy the Streamlight TLR light, 1 or 2, but it has to be a TLR light. So in order to run this holster, you have to have that light on the pistol, period. This particular holster doesn't lock to the gun, it actually locks to the tack light, which is mounted to the rail. Now, that's great. However, if you want to just jump in with a holster and you do not want to buy a $200 light, but if you don't want to buy that tack light, then you're stuck with buying just the standard one, okay? This will not function without that tack light, so therefore it's a downside. Not only do you have to buy a $200 to $400 pistol, depending on what you're running, but then you also have to add, again, a $200 or a knockoff light to it, depending on the price. They can be $100 and up. That's what I've seen them at. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably one of my favorite holsters. However, if you're not going to invest in the light, there's no point of buying this holster unless you buy the version that doesn't have a tack light unit. I personally like tack light. It gives me a lot of versatility in close quarter combat, and especially during night ops, or even if I know that it's a little darker in that room than what's on the outside, so I can flick it to strobe just enough to give me that split-second advantage when I'm shooting. So, gentlemen, ladies, everybody out there, those are the 3 universal holsters that I've had in the past, and I'm still running because they work. Not to some of them, not to the best of their ability. However, I leave that up to your judgment because only you know how your play style is and what your affordability is. Okay, every holster there starts from at least $39 all the way up to $75 or even $100 for some of the Blackhawks. And then you can even get into what we call Safari Land holsters. Those are what we use for work. And you're talking an extremely durable, heavy-duty holster, but you're going to be paying anywhere from $150 all the way up to $290. So again, it just depends on what your preference is and what your bank book can allow. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope this gives you a little food for thought, and we'll talk to you all soon.